Today is one of the biggest moments in this series to date, because today we play our first ever postseason game. We are facing off against the Philadelphia 76ers here in the 7-8 seed play-in game, the winner of whom will go on to face the Atlanta Hawks in round 1 of the 2033 NBA playoffs. I have adjusted our game plan, I've changed our rotation, and I've got this team prepared, I think, for what should be a very entertaining matchup. The Sixers look like this. I've adjusted their lineup as well to be trimmed down to around 8 players, with most of their minutes going to Jared McCain, Bobby Roberts, and Chucky Cobb, and Don Drew as well, their starting center. Tyrese Maxey is their second leading scorer at about 18.5 points per game. Still a very good overall player, but now 32 years old, kind of on the back end of his career. Jared McCain's been a great shooter for them throughout his entire career to this point, now in his 9th season. Bobby Roberts comes in more of a role player guy for them, but can still make things happen. But Chucky Cobb is kind of their star guy. 19 and 11 for him, having a career year so far and shooting very well at all 3 levels. Off the bench, they've got Aaron Jackson Davis, Leslie White, and Dave Jeffries, so mostly guards. They don't really have a lot of depth at the 4 or the 5, so you're going to be seeing mostly Cobb and Don Drew in the post for them defensively, or just in general. But for the Sharks, I have trimmed our rotation down to 8 players, and we're going to be giving Ron Holland, Mark Sears, and Corey Cousins all of our bench minutes. So 25 for Holland, 25 for Sears, and less minutes for Cousins, only because it's just him and Mark Williams out there right now at the 5. I don't need to split their minutes right now because Mark Williams is the better player at this stage, and now we are in the postseason, so we got to get him out there more. McCall will get 40 minutes, splitting time at the 3 and the 4, but starting at the 4. Because I want to start Jet Howard and Cedric Howard. Now, I'm doing this because I really do think that we got to get Howard out there regardless of how he's played the last 4 games. He has only hit 3 out of his last 39 shots. That is, of course, terrible. That is awful. But who else can we trust? Do you believe in Jaquez to be a sharpshooter and knock down shots? Do you trust and you'll love it to finally have like a really efficient game? The answer is no. I don't trust Max Christie either. And I thought that we had depth with these role players at the beginning of this year, but I was clearly wrong about that. We did not bring in the right pieces, but we're still a 40 and 42 team. And after Jet Howard started this most recent stint, I'm just hoping and praying that he can just get back to where he was before. But we're going to give Diorite the starting nod, and we'll give Mark Sears plenty of playing time with Wright on the courts. That way we can have 2 guards out there, 2 playmakers, and still have Sears' sharpshooting on the floor as well. The idea here is to, at most times, have at least 3 guys that we can rely on to hit shots from downtown. That's going to be Sears, Howard, and Coward. So that's kind of the idea there. And then McCall obviously has flashes. Wright has shown flashes. We'll see if it comes to fruition here in the biggest game so far. We're also going to be having a true defensive matchup here because we're going to have McCall matched up on Chucky Cobb. That's going to be their natural matchup with those 2 guys playing at the 4. But this will give us, hopefully, our best defensive game plan for this game. Now let's talk about the overall matchup reports. They have us as the spread consensus pick, so we are the favorite for this game, but you will notice that our offensive IQ is low, and that matches up with the amount of turnovers that we have had this season. If we can just trim those down a little bit for this game, then I think we have a chance to win. We are in Tampa Bay hosting Philadelphia. It is the postseason. The winner of this game will make the playoffs and face off against the 2-seed Atlanta Hawks. Here we go. Can this young team with a lot of role-playing veterans step up here and put together just a single win to make the playoffs? Let's find out. And we are officially underway as Don Drew wins the tip-off. Philly starts with the ball. All right. Will this game plan work? Jared McCain opens the scoring as he nails it from downtown. If we're going to have any chance to win, we're going to have to shoot similarly as to them from downtown, I think. I think that's what it'll take. So Howard, Coward, McCall, Sears stepping up from downtown. There's the right with our first buckets. I want to see him attack the basket more because I think that's what he's best at versus jump shooting. Here's Tyrese Maxey blowing by him, and he gets back and blocks the shots. Way to recover on defense. Here's McCall working his way inside against Bobby Roberts, and he just throws it down. That's more like it. Maxey drives again, hop steps, and finishes this time. Here's Coward with it. He's guarded by Roberts. Dumps it inside. Mark Williams can't finish. Well defended by Don Drew. Roberts almost turns it over. They're going to get points out of that, really. You're right. Shuffles it. Mark Williams this time will get by Drew. Top of the key. Clock under 5. And McCain is 2 for 2. Here's McCall. Wide open. Foot on the line. I think that's probably a better idea than a 3 for him at this stage, but we'll take it. It's 9-8 Philly. Open shot for Tyrese Maxey, but it's too strong. McCall reels in that miss. Wright finds Williams rolling. The rim rocker gives the Sharks the lead. We're off to a 5 for 6 start. Philly's 4 for 6. As McCall cuts off the pass. Fast break. You're right. That was a tough shot. Gotta do better next time. They go quick now, and they answer and show us how it's done. Inside, Cobb gets just by McCall enough to lay it in. Good pass. Mark Williams the finish. McCall the assist. Good defense by Jed Howard on McCain. Ronnie Drew. Just enough room down low. That was Don Drew. Ronnie Drew plays for the Kings. It is not a big man. My faults. Here's Howard. No. Bad screen by McCall. Turns it over. Strong drive. McCain the and one. Howard called for the foul. A free throw to extend the lead to 6 early on for Philadelphia. Mark Williams out to Howard. He finds Coward. Block under 5. Offense has to find something. It's going to be Dior Wright from behind the arc. Too strong. McCain again. The ball handler blocked by Howard. That's more like it. Can we get the offense back on track here, though? Gotta take advantage of defensive stops. McCall, good crossover, works his way inside. Soft touch off the window. And that's ripped and stolen. Dior Wright with that steal. Eddie turns it over on the other end. Are you absolutely kidding me? Chucky Cobb throws it down. And it's back to a 6-point lead for the 76ers. McCall blows by Cobb. Misses the mid-range pull-up. And Bobby Roberts reels in the rebound. Maxey quick 3. It's online. McCall working against Cobb. Good defense by him, but McCall able to work around him. And that lob is snatched. Corey Cousins on the floor. Forces that turnover. Finds Holland inside. Nice dunk. And there we go. Okay. It's back to within 5. The offense has been solid so far. Defense Needs a little work. That's more like it. Fast break and jam. You're right. The rookie steps up. You're right. Picked up. Back out. Good defense by Philadelphia. McCall wants the triple. Missed it. Cousins tried to throw it down on the putback, but couldn't corral it. Roberts, baseline and foul. The bucket will count. What a physical lay-in. The free throw is offline. You're right is open for a three. He connects. He's been pretty darn good here in the first quarter. Leslie White back out. Chucky Cobb a couple feet behind the line. Too strong. Cousins finds Sears. Gives him a screen. Gets it back inside and scores. We're all tied at 25. Roberts back out. Pass bobbled by Jackson Davis. White with it. Baseline. Lost the handle. Cousins another steal. He's had like 3 of those already so far. Now here's Mark Sears working around a screen. Cousins rolling. The Sharks lead. Cobb the pick. White the shots. It's going to drop in. And we're going to have the final attempt here in the quarter, trailing 28-27. Jet Howard lofts it up. It won't go on his first attempt. And Philadelphia leads through 1. Start of the second quarter. It's been a very back and forth affair. Have not seen much from Howard. He hasn't scored. Howard, I believe, is scoreless as well. It's been Dior Wright. It's been McCall. It's been Corey Cousins so far. That's going to be a foul on Coward. So got to get some of these shooters a bit more involved. Front end will go for Jared McCain. And the back end is up and good as well. 3-point lead for the 76ers. Here's Coward over the top. He's got Holland. He finds Cousins. I feel like Holland could have shot that. Now the clock's under 5. Gotta make something happen. Cousins forces Sears to shoot, and he makes it. We're tied. Pick and pop. Cobb, a foot inside the arc. It'll go. Oh, Sears trying to get by his defender. Holland the screen. Rolling inside by everybody. Little quick shot here. It's not going to go. Off the screen from Chucky Cobb. A chance for the Sharks to take the lead here. Jet Howard, pass batted by Jackson Davis. And Cobb tracks it down. Coward cuts off the pass on the other end. Howard fast break triple. 0 for 2 now. Gotta see some more looks like that. That's a really good shot. Good space. Need more looks like that for him. McCain, what a move. McCall's back on the floor for the Sharks. He works his way inside, but Don Drew is there to reject the layup attempt. McCain works his way inside again and scores. He's been off to a great start. Somebody make a play here. Sears. No good. Now 1 for 4 from behind the arc. The Sharks offense has gone cold. McCain feeling it. That's not going to go either. Cousins reels in the miss. Coward the quick 3 on the other end. It's not going to go in. Over the top. Don Drew. Way too easy. McCall gets the handoff. Working against Cobb. Drives it. Nearly got the and one. But the free throws can hopefully break this recent cold spell for the entire team. Get us back on track. Mark Williams back out there. McCall splits the pair. They go quick. Wide open 3 in the corner. Tyrese Maxey takes advantage. McCall wants it down low against Cobb. Good matchup here. He passes out. And now Coward just throws it up. Three's not falling for us right now. Not for anybody. 15 rebounds for Philly. 9 for us. And we trail by 10. The second quarter has not been a good one for us in a lot of these games. Despite different lineups, different rotations. Just over half the quarter left. We've scored 6 points so far in the quarter. Make it 8, and hopefully one more on the way at the very least. Mark Williams with the 3-point play. Screen setting up for Jared McCain, stepping into it. That's offline. You all right? Gets the handoff. Working against Tyrese Maxey. He's got the size advantage and leads it in for the deuce. 9 points for Wright, 4 for 7. A couple of assists. I've liked his play so far in this first half. Don Drew, well defended by Mark Williams. Off the screen, Wright, feeling it. Can't connect from the top of the key. Slow offense for Philadelphia. Cobb from the corner, no dice. A chance to close it back to within one score. Off-ball movement here. It's going to be an open 3 for McCall. That's going to fall. 43-41. We're fighting back. Catch and shoot 3. Chucky Cobb can't connect. A 2 could tie. A 3 could put us in the lead. It's an 8-0 run for the Sharks. Let's add to it. Jett Howard backing down. Maxey missed at the rim. That one's got to go. Inside. White. Really tough lay-in. Wright. Back out to Howard. What do we do now? Shot clock winding down. Wright wants the 3 ball. Williams tracks it down for 2. A screen from their point guard. Cobb keeps it, has it swiped away. Fast break. McCall nearly got the and one, but Cobb caught up and fouled him. Free throws to tie the game. McCall's already got 12, adding to it at the charity stripe. This pair is also splits. Gotta hit your free throws. He's usually pretty good at those. Aaron Jackson Davis steps into a triple. That one goes in and out. McCall has Wright. He's open. Can this one fall? Yes, it will. Sharks lead 47-45. Good defense by McCall. Tough shot for Cobb. No dice. The blow by and the steal. Wow, Jackson Davis, a great defensive play. Cobb stays in bounds and ties it. McCall against a smaller defender. Would like to attack this, but we don't. Clock under 5. Wright's forced to shoot. A lot of threes for him so far in this first half. Only one has fallen. Jackson Davis misses the shot for the lead. 14-second shot clock differential. Sears wide open. Finally, it falls. Jackson Davis works his way inside. Great pass. White can't respond. They've gone cold from downtown. Now we can have the final look. McCall with some room. Not able to hit. Philly with one final attempt. No good. It's 50-47. The Sharks lead by 1 score. But it's been very back and forth. Kind of a cold end to the quarter for both teams. But we're in front. Start of the second half. Here we go. I'm hoping it's going to be a different story than our last game because we led at halftime of that one too. There's McCall taking it down low for the deuce. I think he's up to 16 or 18 points, somewhere in that ballpark, but he's played pretty well so far. I've liked Dior Wright's play besides the three-point shooting. So hopefully we can get Jet Howard some good looks from downtown, but so far he's been quiet. Coward, I think, is scoreless. Sears has been, relatively inconsistent so far. So just a couple things to improve upon, and I think we can win this game. I really do. Mark Williams finds Coward. He's fouled by Drew. We'll get some points out of this possession. Coward, a 96% free throw shooter this year. We'll see a lot more of those the further you get in series like these. Maxey gets by Wright, kicks it out, Drew is open, but not much of a stretch five shooter. What is that pass, Mark Williams? Are you even thinking with that huge head of yours, dude? Nearly steals it back. But come on, that's just bad. That's batted away by Wright. Coward's right there for the steal. Gotta find something here. We lob it out of bounds. That was intended for Mark Williams. Out to McCain. Maxey the screen. McCain fires. No good. He's lost his touch. You all right? Downhill. Pulls up. Good shot for him. The putback. How about that for Mark Williams? They go quick. Williams deflects the pass. Drew tracks it down and detonates. A call inside amongst the traffic, able to lay it in. He's so much better when he gets downhill inside the paints. Inside the arc really is where he's at his best. But I think that three-point shot will come. Here's Maxey with room, but he's offline. McCall uses the screen. There's a three-pointer. Williams the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Howard given a chance. Still scoreless. Inside, Cobb over McCall. Not much of a contest there. McCall drives, hop steps, picked up, but it doesn't matter. Good lay-in. He's feeling it right now. Cobb, top of the key, drops in a trifecta. Williams, another screen. McCall again from deep. Maxey kicked back out. McCain defended by Howard. Pick and roll. And Drew went out of bounds. McCall blows by Cobb. Rocks the rim. 21 for Noah McCall. 8 here in the third quarter already. He's stepping up when it matters most, but Chucky Cobb silences the cheering crowd on the other end. This game is far from over. Downhill, McCall again, back out. Dior Wright's wide open. It works out in our favor. McCall could have shot that or passed it. Ends up working out. We get the most points possible. McCain steps back behind the arc. Another big answer for Philadelphia. Good pass. Cousins is freed up. Back-to-back assist by McCall. Timeout. 76ers. Off-ball screens for Bobby Roberts. He'll fire. They've hit 3 straight triples. And they've closed our lead down to 2. Cousins back on the floor. Sets that screen. He's already been out there. The ball's tipped out. Sears is there. Good job to keep it alive. McCall still can't find his 3 to drop in. He's been good everywhere else. They lob it up. Batted away. Corey Cousins. More defense from him. Sears downhill. Outlet pass. Hollins triple. Why is he even there in the corner? Get him out of there. Here's McCain. He's catching fire. So is their entire offense. And now they're in front out of nowhere. Off-ball screens for McCall. Mid-ranger this time. Guess what happens? 9 lead changes, 4 ties now. Gonna keep going up, I think, are those numbers. Oh no, Coward went for the swipe and McCain got by him. He's at the 24. Gotta slow him down. Call, baseline, back to Cousins. Well contested, good defense. That's stolen. Bad pass by Drew. Coward racing. He'll find McCall. Back out. Sears wide open. Splash! McCall still looking for that 3 to drop in. It's not going to, though. Tie ball game here. Philly a chance to retake the lead. Jackson Davis inside the arc, can't get it to go. Coward the rebound. Up ahead, stolen. Cobb with the steal. Fast break 3. Jackson Davis buries it. We go quick again. There's Cousins. This time it works out. But their threes are falling now for the 76ers. Gotta play some better defense. Hit our own threes. White's giving room. Cousins the screen. Coward over the top. Nobody there for Corey Cousins. Dumped inside to Roberts. Stepping back. Offline. That's Cousins for 3! Didn't think he was going to shoot that, but it goes in. Nothing but nylon. And the Sharks are back in front, man. What a fun game so far. This is awesome. We're playing a zone right now. Roberts between the 2 guards. Top of the key, and we're tying again at 79. Sears to Coward. Plays. It's gonna fall. There is a foul against us, but the shot will stand. Jackson Davis blows by Sears. Kicks it out. White's wide open. Can't tie it, though. All right. We can save for the final shot here in the quarter. Or get a good look for Coward. But this time it's off. Philadelphia going quick. Blocked by Williams. We'll have one more chance. Extend our lead. Wright forces Holland to lay it in. Beats the buzzer. 84-79. With 12 left to go, the Sharks are still in front here. Can we just hold out for one more quarter? The 4th quarter is underway. Sharks fans are on their feet here in Tampa Bay. There's blood in the water, but Darren McCain has 27 now and closes our lead back to 2. Gotta close this one out. Gotta fight tooth and nail. Who can step up late for this young team? You're right. Against Tyrese Maxey. Kind of resets the offense a little bit. Clock under 5. Gotta do something. Coward forced to fire. It's gonna fall. Big 3-pointer for him. Drew the screen. McCain fading. Won't go. Over the top. Holland able to get to it. Can't score, though, amongst the trees. Uh-oh, mismatch. Here, we're going to double Drew. He'll throw up a prayer. Bad shot. Right with it. Finds Sears. Takes his time. Can't connect, but it's tracked down and flushed down by Mark Williams. This might be our largest lead so far at 7. 89-82. Drew. Blocked off the backboard. That's going to leave a mark. We give it right back. McCain the steal. Jackson Davis on the fast break draws the foul. Lord have mercy. Been a rough day for Jackson Davis from the field. Has that 1 3-ball to his name and a couple of free throws. We'll see if he steps up here in the 4th. Hopefully not, for our sake. Howard back out there. McCall back out there. Cousins back out there. Your right takes a rest. Here's Mark Sears. A foot inside the arc. Good shot. They go quick. Pass batted out of bounds off the fingertips of Cousins. Cross-court pass. Drew from the corner. Not sure he can knock those down with efficiency. So we'll take that look, I think, most times down the floor. And Sears. Wow. Bad pass. Other mismatch inside for Drew. Draws a double. And wow, we just collapse right there. Bad foul by Sears. Bad sequence for him. The free throw goes. It's down to 4. Screen set by Holland. Downhill. Sears works his way to the rim. And Maxey is tagged with the and one. Way to answer back by Mark Sears. Kane back to Drew. Yet to hit from behind the arc. Holland readjusting. What a shot off the window. Our lead extends to 9. Just over 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Good kick out. Jackson Davis open. And he connects from the corner. High ball screen from Cousins. Sears finds Howard wide open. And he missed it. Come on, Jett Howard. We just need something good from you. This is rough. We're somehow still in front despite his poor game. Maxey drives and is fouled by Sears. That's his third. The Sharks' third here in the fourth. Run-in will go for Maxey. And they're still in arm's reach. Maxey working on Sears. Trying to get by him. So far, hasn't had any luck. He'll have to shoot, and he scores. That was great defense for like the first time ever by Sears. 13 lead changes, 6 ties. I got a feeling we're not done with those numbers yet. Sears, quick 3. It just rattles out. How is there always a mismatch? Drew not able to tie, but Jackson Davis will. 9-0 Philly run the last 2 minutes. And it's 96 all. And there's 6 minutes left to play. Holland. Mid-ranger. Yes! Maxey again targeting Sears here. Against it in front. Cobb has to force it. Of course, drills it in McCall's mouth. Jesus. And that's stolen. Holland with the bad pass. Don't allow a score. Jackson Davis, baseline. He's caught fire completely now. Out of nowhere. 17 points off turnovers for Philly. They take the lead with that sequence from Aaron Jackson Davis. McCall with it. Wants the triple. It finally falls. Maxey gets inside the paint. That layup's not going to go. We got the rebound this time. Top of the key. Sears finds Cousins rolling. Sharks lead by 3. There's been no stoppage in play the last 3 minutes, so some starters still off the floor for both teams, but Maxey's wide open, drops it in to tie it at 103. Just over 3 minutes left to go. 3 timeouts for both teams. McCall, baseline has Cousins open, taking his time. This time, the mid-range shot goes for him. All right. It's crunch time now. Chucky Cobb working against McCall. He'll fire. Was looking to draw the foul. Did not get the call. The rebound goes to us. And we almost turned the ball over. But we have it in safekeeping. Cousins tries a triple. Offline. It's not the shot you want here this late. McCain waiting for the screen. Back to Cobb. McCall trying to get there in time and does. Now 2 minutes left to go. Still no stoppage in the last 4 minutes and counting. Sears over the top. Cousins throws it down. They will finally call timeouts. 4-point lead for your Sharks. We're so close. We are on the cusp. So Dior Wright, Mark Williams back on the floor. So is Coward. Offensive rebound. Roberts. No, you can't allow that. 1-point game. Somebody make a play. I'm not sure I trust Jet Howard now after how he's played this game. Dior Wright, mid-ranger, won't go. Williams able to get there. A couple of those this game has really allowed us to have a 3-point lead, really. I mean, he's been big on the offensive glass. Tyrese Maxey trying to find a way by Wright, going after the rookie. Backs him down and draws the foul. Wow, he was just looking for contact that whole time. The front end goes for Maxey. Up to 18 points. The back end adds one more to it. We still lead, but anything can happen now. McCall working against Cobb. They called a charge. There's absolutely no way. When was the last time we saw a charge? Are you kidding me? The crowd can't believe it. Neither can I. Gotta get a stop here now. Got a feeling Maxey wants the shots this late. Backing down right again. Can we get a stop this time and not get called for a foul? McCain rises and throws it down. 10-second clock differential, and Philly leads by a point. Not like this, man. Somebody step up. McCall scores, and he's fouled. What a play to make up for the charge. MVP chance for Noel McCall. Good Lord. What a game. This is the best we have seen. This is the best game of the entire series. The best since whatever the last classic was with the Aztecs. The free throw is good. You cannot allow a three-point shot to fall. Don't foul. Don't allow a three. And we can have a chance, regardless, if we do that, to have the game-winning shot. They're going to call a timeout. They have none left. 26 seconds left. 7-second clock differential. A stop here would be massive. Tyrese Maxey, again, targeting the rookie, Dior Wright. Lost his dribble. Now it's Bobby Roberts. Clock under 5. He will get inside. McCall got there and thwarted the layup attempts. This dude is incredible. It's Cedric Coward at the line as the Sharks are in the bonus with 6.7 seconds left. If he hits both, it's game over. Philly has no timeouts to advance the ball. Front end, Coward gives us a 3-point lead. This free throw essentially to put us out of reach. It is good. Perfect shots. That's who you want at the line. Maxey brings it up. Roberts fires. The three is good. It's not quite over. Are you kidding me? 1.6 left. It's going to be Dior Wright with 1.1. He'll have 2 free throws. Again, no timeouts for Philadelphia. They're going to have to go with a full court or half court heave to either win or force overtime. The rookie hits the front end. Back end will go. They'll have to inbound it. Roberts to Maxey. Full court. Almost got it, but the Sharks win. 116 to 113. We have made the playoffs. And it was Noel McCall that made plays on both ends to will us to a victory. The and one with the free throw, the stop on the other end, the Coward free throws. That was electrifying. What a win here in Tampa Bay. I mean, that was a special, special game. That's a hardwood classic if I have ever seen one. What a game, and McCall, of course, is your player of the game. The Sharks are in the playoffs for the first time ever. This right here was the game that I was waiting to see from McCall. I said it a couple episodes back. We haven't really seen him have like a takeover kind of a game where he shoots well on offense and plays good defense and makes big plays late. And in the most crucial game of our season, that was what he did right here. 42 minutes, drops 29, 8, and 7, had the big stop to pretty much seal the game. Goes 12 for 20. The threes were the one downside, plus 2 missed free throws, but I mean, he made all the right plays late, even despite that charge call. Corey Cousins was fantastic. 19.6 boards, had 4 steals. Theo Wright did not shoot very well overall, but made a couple of big plays himself with 4 stocks, 17.6 assists. Mark Williams was fantastic, especially in the rebounding departments. He goes 8 for 9, a couple of key blocks. Mark Sears knocks down 3 out of 8 shots from downtown, 7 dimes, only 2 turnovers, 14 points. Power hit a couple of threes. Holland, I thought, had a better game than we're used to offensively from him. And everybody besides Jet Howard scored in double figures. Howard has been terrible, and yet we still overcame that here in this one. That's pretty awesome. 29 for McCain, 22 for Cobb, 19 for Maxey. I thought all of those 3 guys, their big 3 played really well. Jackson Davis got off to a cold start, but finished very strong, gave his team a real chance. Roberts, a big 3 late to make things interesting. 19 rebounds for Don Drew. That is insane. But we came out on top. What a win. And now we got to face Atlanta. We're not done in year 3, folks. I'm honestly really surprised. Over in the Western Conference, the Trailblazers secured the 7th seed. They'll face off against the Sacramento Kings. I guess we'll send the rest of the play-in tournaments. And Philadelphia has been eliminated. They lose against the Miami Heat after the Heat took down the Wizards. And it's going to be Chicago against Miami, Cleveland against Toronto, Charlotte against Detroit, and the Sharks against the 2-seed Atlanta Hawks over here in the East. Over in the West, the Spurs will host the 8-seed Lakers. The 4-seed Mavericks face the 5-seed Jazz. Golden State at the 3 will take on the 6-seed Thunder. And we already talked about the Kings matchup. So your playoff bracket is set. And I think you probably stick with this rotation that we have right now. I think this was our best rotation. As a team in this game, by the way, we shot really well. 57%. Not used to that for this team, but we owned the paint. We scored at will down there almost. And yeah, now we're here. So now we have some questions to address with, like, do we keep Jet Howard in there after his last 5 games? He's now 3 for his last 44 shots. I think at this stage, now that we're in the playoffs, you probably give Jaquez the nod, or maybe even Max Christie, and just give somebody else a chance, because right now Howard's not going to get it done. He's cold, and we're lucky to win despite him going 0 for 5. You can't really afford to do that now in a series like this. So give me your thoughts down below, folks. But what an awesome game. I mean, when games like this happen, they don't come around too often, especially in this series so far. But that one is one to remember. That's a game to remember, a performance from McCall to look back on in the future. And we're in the playoffs. So I guess we'll keep the ball rolling next time, guys. Thank you for watching as always. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new, leave your feedback down below, and I'll see y'all in round 1 against Atlanta. Take care. Have a great day.